Good evening, guys, and welcome to Cambridge Veritas. I hope everybody's having a phenomenal Sunday. How's it going? We're just waiting for a few friends to join in and then we'll get started. Thank you. All right. If you're new to our family, welcome to Cambridge Veritas. My name is Krishnatria, and I am your voice and accent trainer and a teacher trainer here at Cambridge Veritas. In case you've just logged in, welcome. In case you haven't subscribed, please do make sure that you subscribe to our wonderful growing community and be a part of it. We keep on sharing resources, etc., every now and then. So without further ado, let's start today's lesson. So the agenda of today's lesson is very interesting. It is a very hot topic for a lot of students. Why? Because a lot of these people are always very confused related to the British English and the American English. And there's a lot of hoax in the market around it as well. And we're going to be breaking all of that today for you. When it comes to accent, the British English versus the American English accent, there are roughly 7 to 8 differences between them. And in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at 2 of those important differences. Hi, Sheikh. Hi, Harneet. So without further ado, let's start today's lesson. Today's lesson is differences between British and American English. And here we go. The very first thing that we're going to be looking at is the agenda as usual. So number one thing that we're going to be looking at today is the R sound. It's a very hot sound. When I say hot, I mean a sound that creates a lot of problem and is the most distinctive sound in British versus American English accent. After that, we're going to be looking at the T sound. The T sound makes a lot of difference as well. So we're going to be looking at the T sound as well. It's T, but the sound is T. Repeat after me. T. Very good. Number 3, we'll have a very interesting activity. It's called ping pong. We call it accent ping pong. So we're going to be looking at that. And the last bit is we'll have a tongue twister activity towards the end. And I think if time allows, there's a bonus activity as well that we will look at today. So shall we start? If you guys are ready, show me a big thumbs up in the chat box. Hi Yandu, welcome. Hi Harneet, Riba, Abhilasha. Good to see you guys and everybody watching. So let's begin. Very important. Before we start this lesson, there's a very interesting disclaimer that I'd like to give. People think that one accent is better than the other. And the fact that one accent, people, as a matter of fact, have preferences, but there's something important that we need to know. And I want to share that with you. And that is, neither of these accents is better. Both are valid. And most importantly, both are valuable. But the most important thing to understand is English as a language originated in America or it originated in Britain. English as a language originated in Britain. Now, there's a very interesting example that I like to give, especially to our Asian audience and Middle Eastern audience. For example, if you take the language, a very common language in this region, Hindi. Hindi, people speak in Afghanistan, people speak in Nepal, people speak in Hindustan, which is Bharat, India as well. So if you're somebody, let's say you're from abroad, you're from Europe, you've come to travel to India, and you want to learn Hindi, you want to be here for a year, you want to understand Hindi. Would you learn the Hindi spoken in Hindustan, or the Hindi spoken in Nepal, or the Hindi spoken in, let's say, Afghanistan? You want to sound standard. You want to sound clear. So you'd rather look at vowels and consonants, etc., the k, kh, g, the basics of it that are spoken from the motherland. And that's exactly what I like to tell to all those watching as well, and anybody who studies voice and accent, that you look at English, that is the standard, not from Ireland, not from America, not from Canada, not from Australia. What the standard is, we focus on that. But in this lesson, we're going to be looking at two of the most important differences. Okay? So here we go. Let's get started. So I've mentioned a few important points. What the hell are we in fact going to focus on? We're going to focus on the most common and practical difference. After this lesson today, in the next 20-25 minutes, I can promise you, you will have all your confusions sorted out when it comes to American English versus British English. There's another disclaimer that I want to give actually today, and that disclaimer is, I was not born in America. And as a voice and accent coach, it does not mean that I am, let's say, magical and I am sort of well-versed with all the accents in the world. No, I'm not. I was born in India and most importantly, traveled around the world, but understood what are the most standard and pertinent sounds of English language that are to be taught and conveyed. And that's exactly that's the angle that we're going to be looking at. American and British, amalgamation, no. The differences, yes. This is what we're going to be focusing on. So here we go. All right. The first bit and the most important bit is pronunciation pattern number 1. You have to participate with me. Now is the time to focus. There are two flags that you see on the screen, American and British. There's one sound that we have to focus on particularly, and that is the R sound in this context. I repeat, the R sound. When it comes to Americans or American English, they pronounce R sound very strongly. I repeat, they pronounce R sound very, very strongly, especially when it comes after a vowel. So for example, in the word C-A-R, they would say car. So if this is your tongue, you'll feel that rolls like this. When you say the American R, it's more like Repeat after me. So it's a strong You make a pout, and then you roll the tongue in your mouth like this, and it becomes If you've understood this, show me a big thumbs up. Hi guys, Gitika, Syra, Reba, Harneet, Yandu, CG, John, hello. All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Hi Shinobi. On the other hand, when it comes to British R, it's not that strong. As a matter of fact, it's very light. It's soft, and we also call it the dropped R. I repeat, it's a soft version of R, and we also call it the dropped R. For example, in the word C-A-R, you drop R and you say car. Car. Similarly, in the word former, F-O-R-M-E-R, or for that matter, farmer, you'd say farmer, or you'd say former. R is silent. You don't say the R. So can you see the difference? In American English, which is here, you'd say but in British English, you'd say We also call it the dropped R. Once again, the dropped R. That means you do not pronounce that R. So repeat after me. Let's play a fun game, okay? Time to focus. When I want you to show me a thumbs up, please do show me a thumbs up. American R, car. Car. Very good. British R, car. Car. Okay. American word, former. Former. Repeat after me. Former. British, former. Former. Gitika, I 100% agree with you. A lot of people may think that it is very difficult with American English, and still a lot of people try to fake it. Now, there's something very important to mention here. When people fake it, you can actually see it because they were not born in America. They're trying to make it up. So, I've had a lot of friends who are linguists, teachers of English, because they feel that they have this pressure of being a linguist, they try to sort of roll their R, but it actually feels very awkward. On the other hand, when you say the British R, it is very normal because that's what most of the people are taught when it comes to English within their countries, the standard English. The British R, ladies and gentlemen, is also the standard English as well. If you've understood this, show me a big thumbs up in the chat box. You're welcome. Thank you, Harneet. Show me a big thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Shinobi. We're now going to play a game. Are you guys ready? Okay. So one last time before we move on, here we go. There's a memory trick that I want to give you. Of course, a lot of you may prefer American R, which is totally fine. Like Gitika said, for some people it is very difficult. For me personally, it is very difficult. I've never spoken R like this car. I'm going into the car. So I've never spoken like this. But the idea is we should know the key difference because there's so much of confusion out there. When it comes, a lot of people desire to speak American accent. But to be honest, as a linguist, as a language doctor, can I tell you something? It'll be fake. Don't even try. Focus on standard English rather. That'll make your pronunciation, articulation, and diction very clear. Very, very clear. All right. In case you still want to speak American R, which is totally fine, the memory trick is imagine a pirate is speaking and the pirate is saying R. It's a strong and clear R. On the other hand, very easy peasy when it comes to the British R or the standard R. It's not the British, it's the standard R. Think of it as a soft ah. Open the mouth. Everybody, you have to open the mouth. You can't speak R like it'll become a different sound, okay? So repeat after me. Open the mouth. Ah. Ah. That's all. Enough. That's ah, basically. Or ah. Simple. So in case you've seen some people with immaculate communication skills, they would not say R, they will say ah. So A is different, ah is different, which is when they say ah, it basically means r, r. Yeah? So think of it as a soft sigh, ah. Ah. Repeat after me. Open the mouth. Ah. Bingo. If you've understood the memory trick, show me a thumbs up. Thank you. We can send a heart as well. That's fine too. Not a broken heart. Nice heart. Yeah, I mean, it can be different for different people, Gitika, but yeah, thanks for mentioning. Perfect. Thank you, Reba. Thank you, Shinobi. Super. So let's move ahead. Now it is practice time. We're going to play one game. We call this game our spots match. I repeat, we call this game our spots match, or simple, our spots match. On the left-hand side of the screen, you will see American words, or the American version of R. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see the British dropped R, or R, simply speaking. I'm going to say these words one by one. You have to repeat after me and make sure that you're able to speak loudly and, most importantly, clearly. Okay? Here we go. So the first one that we have is, it's common for both of them. The word right. It is the same in American English. It does not become it. it remains right in British English as well. What is the reason? The reason is very simple. Please have a look. Bingo, bingo, bingo. R when comes in the beginning of the word, I repeat, R when comes in the beginning of the word remains as is, it does not change. I repeat, it remains as is, does not change. All right? Now let's move to the next word. Repeat after me, please. The next one's interesting and different. In American English, you say brother. The R in the end of it is rolled. It's er. Okay? Try brother. On the other hand, R in British English is brother. So R is silent. It's dropped. We are not saying it. So repeat after me. Brother. R is silent. We don't say it. Okay? One more time. Brother. English with Hussein. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Shinobi. Perfect. All right. Let's move to the next word. Repeat after me. This is a simple word. Car. British version. Car. Once again. Car. Car. Okay? Let's move to the next word. Please repeat after me. This word is going to be same in both British and American. Rain and rain. Why? Because of the same reason that we discussed above. If R comes in the beginning of the word, it is same. We do not drop it. It is the rolled Okay? Okay, next word. Please repeat after me. On the left-hand side, it is P-A-R-T-Y. Okay? Now, normally speaking, it is party. And the T becomes D, which is the next rule that we will look at. So it is party. Party. Many people like to say it. Be my guest. Party. Welcome to the party. Yeah, no requirement if you're not from America, okay? On the other hand, in British English, it would be party. Welcome to the party. Repeat after me. You have to repeat. Hello, bello, everyone. Repeat after me. Party. Now say a sentence. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. And what is the Indian version of it? You say the ra, it's neither British, it's nor American. You'd say, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. So you say party. Yeah? So the ra is neither British nor American. So is it party or party or party? So it's totally up to you. The standard is party. As long as your audience, most importantly, is able to understand you and you're speaking standard English, that's all that matters. Okay? Matters. Matters or matters or matters. It is matters. Okay? Cool. I hope you're enjoying the lesson. If you're enjoying the lesson, do subscribe. Hello? For those of you watching, and show me a big thumbs up or a big heart. Abhilasha, Shinobi, lovely. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. Okay? Here we go. All right, let's look at the next word. The next one is interesting, and I will tell you one secret also. Watch carefully. This one's very important. I'm going to tell you a secret. The next word is, you guys are stars. Stars are star. On the other hand, a normal standard accent in British English, it'd be star. 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 You are the star of the class. Say the sentence after me. You are the star of the class. Okay. One more time. If you want to speak American English, it'd be, you are the star of the class. Or they would actually change class to class. All right. But we'll not make it too complex for today. Let's just simply say star. Star. Can you see it's dropped? Star. Okay, now I wanted to tell you one secret, remember? The secret is, if R comes in the end of the word in standard English, imagine there's a word. And in the end of the word, there's a word. And in the end of the word, there is R. Okay? In standard English, never pronounce it. It is sh. It is silent. You never pronounce it. For example, in the word star, it is not star, it is star. In the word driver or driver, it is driver. Keep repeating after me. Driver. For example, in the word butter, it's going to be butter. So R changes, R is silent basically. We don't pronounce it. Okay? Pick any word. It's a fundamental universal rule and it applies everywhere. There are no exceptions to this rule, do you know? I repeat, there are no exceptions to this rule. It's a very important rule. Perfect. Now, there's a game. Thank you, Reba. Lovely, superb. Indian accent hits. Yes, Shinobi, yes. Reminds you of home, yeah? All right, here we go. Okay, there's a hi CG. All right, there's a game, okay? Let's play a game. Can you write 5 words in the chat box and take simple words, please? Because it's day 1 of our American accent. So can you write 5 words different from these where R comes in the end and it is silent, you don't pronounce it? 5 words in the chat box right now. Please start. Thank you. I'm going to read out your words. Pick simple words, okay? Receptor. Thank you, CG John. Perfect. What about other people? All right. Until you do this, which one do you want to practice? Do you want to practice the American version, British version, or both? I see that there's one. Just write all the words together, not like thank you, Shinobi. Paw, sour. What's BOAR? Door. What's NOR? Shinobi? Interesting words. Bo, I still understand, but what's NOR? Copper, yes, Kaushik, absolutely. Copper is, R is in the end of the word, so you don't say copper or copper. You say copper. Simple. Cover, thank you, Yandu. Cover, super. So there's one last that's missing. Here we go. So it is door, and this one is door. Simple, door. Thank you, Abhilasha. War. War is one word. Yandu, robber, super. Driver, yep. Star. Savior, thank you, Abhilasha. Vimala, dear, proper, clear, paper, superb. Reba, actor, anger, cobbler, color, superb. Gitika, organizer, wonderful. But come back here. Do you want to practice the American ones or do you want to practice the British ones? Because I'm going to be doing it right now. Shreya, computer, superb. Or do you want to do both? That's fine as well. Both. All right, cool. Let's do both. Thank you. No problem. Here we go. Repeat after me. For those of you who only want to do American, please only do American. If you want to do both, be my guest. If you want to do just British, please do just British. So here we go. All right. Thank you, Gyani. Here we go. Right. Repeat after me. Okay. Everybody, attention. Come back from the chat box. Right. Right. No difference. Difference. Brother. Brother. Car. Car. No difference. Rain. Rain. Difference. Big difference. Party. Party. It reminds me Pooja's song, Party Chal Ho Rahi Hai. What was that song? It was funny, right? Party. This is party. Party. Star. Star. Door. Door. Bingo. Thank you, Hussein. Very sweet of you. Lovely. Now, this was the first rule. We're now going to be looking at the second rule. Are you guys ready? I repeat, we're now going to be looking at the second pronunciation pattern. So the second pronunciation pattern is, the first one was the R sound. The second one is the T sound. So in American English, what happens is, there's no T. I mean, there is T, but more often than not, the T becomes D. I repeat, T becomes D. So for example, in the word better, it is better. So the T becomes D. Repeat after me. D. Better. Der. Better. 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 Perfect. On the other hand, when it comes to British T, it is very crisp and there's absolutely no difference whatsoever. It's T. So the word better remains better. I repeat, better remains better. There's no difference. So repeat after me, American version. If you've understood the subtle difference, repeat after me, better, British. And the farthest one, better, better. Perfect. Superb. Excellent. We will now play the game, okay? So the game is here. Please have a look. Now, we will look at American T, that becomes D, and we will look at British T, which is the sharp T, very clear, very crisp T. Ready? Shall we start? Here we go. So the first one is the word that we looked at before. Please repeat after me. Please repeat after me. Better. Better. Repeat. Thank you. British version is better. Better. So T remains T and R is in the end of the word, so R is silent. Yeah? So better. Wonderful. Now let's have a look at the next one. This one's interesting. This is water. 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 I know it can be a little bit difficult, but try to practice. However, if you're not interested in American accent, totally fine. Don't stress yourself. So please repeat, water. Now please repeat after me. Our simple water. 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 Once again, please repeat, water. Water. Excellent. The next one is the number 20. It is 20. 20. So it's a very gentle duh, by the way. I've not written any duh here so that it's easier for you to sort of see. Otherwise, it can be a little bit complex for some people. 20. So if you say 20, you'll see the D is coming. Okay? Next one. Next one is 20. The t, very clear. 20. Literature capital. So sweet of you. God bless you. We wish you all the best with your IELTS journey. I'm so proud of you. Wonderful, great job. Can we all clap for literature capital? Wonderful. God bless. Okay, let's come back to the next word. Here we go. Please repeat after me. Little. So it's Little. Little. Here it is. Simple. Repeat after me. Little. Little. Wonderful. Let's move to the next one. Getting. Ge-de-ing. Getting. Getting. And our British one, on the other hand, here is simple getting. Repeat after me. Getting. I just want to make sure that there's enough battery in the laptop, so bear with me. I'm just going to check it here. Okay. Please bear with me. I'm just going to get the charger for the laptop. I'm just going to ask for help. All right. Until then, let's continue. Getting. Getting. The next one is butter. Butter. Once again, butter. Butter. And the last one is, please repeat, writing. 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 Once again. I think the network is all right now. Thank you very much. Sorry, there was a bit of a problem with the network before. So let's continue with the lesson. All right, I repeat, let's continue with the lesson. Here we go. Making sure that the glitch is sorted. Perfect. I think it is better now. So sorry about the network. I think my network had a little bit of, it was dancing today. It was acting up. Thank you. I think it is all right now. If you guys are able to hear me, can you show me? Yes, it's okay now. Perfect. Uh, Everybody, can you show me a big thumbs up if you're able to see me now? I think it's better. Thank God. All right, let's get back, okay? So once again, we're going to be practicing one last time. Please repeat after me. Better, better. Water, water. Very good. 20, 20. Little, little. Getting, getting. Butter, butter. The d and the r both are happening at the same time. Butter, butter. The t is crisp and the r sound is dropped. Writing, riding, ding. Writing, writing. Okay. Perfect. So we're now going to be moving ahead. Please have a look. Thank you. Now, there's a bonus practice, as I told you in the beginning of the lesson today. Is it still happening? I think if it is still happening, we'll have to stop the lesson today. Still happening or no? So sorry about today's session. Yeah, that's a bummer. So sorry about today's session. Network is super bad today. So sorry. So sorry. Thank you. I think it is sorted. Yes or no?